Why do more work when you already have work that you can rework? What's up, socials? Happy Savvy Tuesday. You know, it might seem hard to come up with new things to share with your audience all the time, new content, and that's because it is. So today we're going to talk about how you can make new content with some regular household content that you already have laying around. One of the most popular ways to do this is to create a most popular recap post. This is something you can do at the end of a week, a month, a year, really depends on how often you create content, but it's basically a recap over a period of time. If you want to go most popular, you can do this in a lot of different ways. You can check your analytics to see which is getting the most traffic versus which is getting the most comments versus which is getting the most social activity. It's completely up to you. Whatever it is, just make a blog post or a video or whatever it is that you want to do of the top most popular of that period of time in a particular niche, whatever it looks like, and have that be a go-to resource. This is not only great for remarketing old content and creating new content, but you're getting those backlinks that we were talking about a couple weeks ago that are very important for your website to increase in search. Another really good idea is if you do some sort of an interview format, which is more and more popular these days with podcasts and video interviews and all that kind of stuff, to take out chunks of individual interviews and feature them as their own piece of content. People love interviews because they do like to hear from people that they want to get to know or want to hear how they became successful or whatever the situation may be, but sometimes they don't always read or watch or listen to the entire thing. If you did a video interview, go and find a couple minutes of a really good nugget of information and take that out and make it its own video so that you can have a much more niche blog post around that topic. If you do written interviews, you can go back to a few and find quotes around a specific topic and then make a blog post about that, citing the different things that people said about it. This is really great because if people didn't even see the interview, they get something of value that they already wanted to know, and then they probably have piqued interest to go and watch the rest of the interview, which remarkets that old content as well. My last tip is to use customer questions to create content. It's really important that you don't just help your clients and give them the answer to their question and then let that exit your brain. Usually, if somebody has a question about it, a lot of other people have a question about it, especially if you targeted your audience correctly. Write it down, don't forget, so next time you're going to write a blog post, you can talk about it there so that you're helping all those people out with what you helped your customer out with. Really fun thing is when you then have a client ask you a question that you already answered in a blog post and sending it to them. My favorite thing to do is send my videos to current clients or prospective clients, people that are like, oh, well, what are your thoughts on this? Or how do you think we should approach this? I'll be like, I'll tell you right now, bam, YouTube, yo, I make those videos. So then they get the same personality and answer that I could have given them in an email or a phone call or whatever, and I'm saving time because I don't have to repeat myself. Bottom line is there's a million different ways you can really repurpose content. Those are just a couple, and that's not even dipping into the ways you can monetize and repurpose content. So that's for another day. That's all for today though. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I hope you'll stay tuned with Savvy Sexy Social by subscribing to my email newsletter. The link is in the description or in the sidebar, depending on where you're watching. You will also get a free download, my ultimate Twitter guide, so watch for that. And make sure you subscribe to this channel. Tomorrow is Sexy Wednesday, and then Social Thursday, and then make sure you're back here on Friday. We have another live awesome Shoot the Schmidt with email marketing guru DJ Waldo from waldosocial.com. So I hope to see you there for all of those things. And subscribing in all the ways makes it easier to make that happen. So don't forget. Tweet me at Schmidtastic and at Savvy Sexy Social. I will see you tomorrow.